Our vision for safety, health and wellbeing at TAFE is to create and maintain a culture that protects and cares for our staff, students, contractors and visitors. Our code of conduct sets a strong foundation for a positive, high-performing and caring culture. The key to achieving this culture is our commitment to minimise harm to anyone at any time. We live this commitment and encourage you to think proactively about safety and wellbeing in the planning and performance of all work activities.
In line with our code of conduct for staff and students, TAFE is committed to ensuring the health, safety and welfare of everyone at TAFE, with a strong focus on accident prevention. Safety within all of TAFE operations is essential and an expected part of the way we work and learn.
Every student at TAFE is expected to wear their imaginary safety officer hat at all times. You are responsible for your health and safety, ensuring you don't create risk and follow all instructions, identify risk and report incidents. Any behaviour that risks the safety, health or wellbeing of yourself and others is completely unacceptable and will not be tolerated.
PPE, personal protective equipment, is vital in all trades. We don't want to be wrapped in cotton wool, but we need to think, what are the little things we could do just to safeguard our bodies? The wearing of PPE, if you make a choice not to put it on, you have to consider what may be the consequences.
At the time when the accident happened, I was making fiberglass boats. Yeah, the problem with fiberglass is you can't see it. I was grinding off a boat and some fiberglass came off the grinder and got into my left eye. That night, actually, I went to the doctor, didn't think it was serious. He looked into my eye and he numbed it and cleaned out what fiberglass that he could see. He referred me to an optometrist. He put me on this big machine and he said I had about 5 or 6 small bits of fiberglass still in my eye. One was underneath my eyelid and every time I blinked it was cutting through my pupil. And he said, well, in 4 or 5 days you would have been blind in the left eye. My safety glasses were, as they are now, on my head, not where they should be.
I was working under a house and we were drilling holes to install ducted heating systems. Drilling an 8th hole, putting a rivet in, felt something go in my eye. I said to the boss, listen, we're going to have to go to the hospital. The doctor said, you've got a rust ring. I thought, rust ring doesn't sound too bad, he can probably just wash it out. He said, oh yeah, we'll get that out for you. Not a problem, quite easy. Nurse holds my head, put a little clamp to hold my eyelid open. I saw this metal scalpel coming down towards my eye. He said, I've got to scrape out that little bit of rust, Paul. Only take a sec. A few seconds later, he had spun the tool around on the surface of my eye and he said, I'm done. Got home that night, the painkiller had worn off. The pain was excruciating. But I tell you what, I vowed next time I'd have something to cover my eyes when I did that. Wear your safety glasses.
Most people normally don't give it a moment of thought that you're going to be injured. Injuries do not discriminate. They do not care what you do or where you work.
Significant injuries can happen. Having a significant injury may mean that you've got to change your lifestyle totally. It might mean that you can't drive. It might mean that you need assistance walking. You may have to change career. Protect yourself so you can maintain that career.
So what's your role in PPE? Well, the old saying is, if you don't use it, you lose it. That can apply here. PPE is not optional, it's mandatory. If you don't have it, you can't complete the practical learning task or enter the area. If you forget it, it's your responsibility unless otherwise agreed to obtain new PPE. You can purchase PPE in the PPE vending machines located near reception on most campuses. How to know what the correct PPE is? 1. Look for signage in the area. If there is any signage, it must be adhered to at all times. 2. Complete a JSA or SWIMS to actively identify the types of hazards and risk associated with the task you are completing. 3. Ask your teacher. 4. If in doubt, do not commence work until you are clear on the requirements. Understand the reason and don't become another statistic.
We live this commitment and encourage you to think proactively about safety, wellbeing in all planning and performance of work activities. Don't wear it for us, wear it for you.